Good afternoon again. It's Nico here in Siakulma podcast. I've got a hot topic today. I'm going to be talking about football visit Black Lives Matter, or we can say Black Lives Matter visit football. The reason why I'm talking about this is that because what happened in England last week, English fans, they were booing players who are nil, which is very strange. I find it very strange to boo your own team, your own country. Wow, racism is going to a different level, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to the point where we can't control it. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about. So first of all, I just want to say, it, even myself took me time to understand what Black Lives Matter movement stand for. You know, I was confused in the beginning. So the point I'm trying to make here, even those fans for English fans, football fans, some of them I think they need a bit of understanding or to be told. Or I won't use the word education because you don't educate people not to be racist. It's a own choice thing to make it. You know, I mean, I find it. I can't explain because I'm not. I think it's hatred. You know, I mean, so you can't educate people that not to be like that. But I think Black Lives Matter as a movement, they need to have resources where people can actually understand what that means. Okay, let's talk about me. For example, when George Floyd died, I had my own opinion on that, like on people getting out and smashing things and the protest, the way it was angry. To me, I thought it was not professional. And people say, "Oh, Nico, there's no protest that's supposed to be professional." I understand that, but come on, guys, at least well organized. You know what I mean? Which means it was all over the place for me. And the main thing, actually, I remember saying to someone that why police in my country allowed to kill people, no one goes to the street and protest. But as soon as something happened in America and in UK, we're all in the street and banning things and kicking the stuff. Which that was my lack understanding that time, ladies and gentlemen. I was just learning about this movement. Now I know the need of this movement, okay? So what I'm trying to say, I'm not asking forgiveness what I said was wrong or right. That point I made actually is still valid. That why black police are are not, yeah, we are not really talking about their own murdering people in African countries and any other countries. For me, okay, this is the point. Every policeman, policewoman in around the world, doesn't matter which country you are, they all have a murdering system. I'll call that way. Yeah, they're all bad, 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 bad. So when it comes to black people, I mean to say, so that's that. But now my focus on the football fans, I think it really shows that England has a problem with racism, which means we all know it's been there for years and years. And it's a shame to see a developed country like that, a country with so much money, and they can still not get it right. And yeah, it is bad. But again, I want to know, like, for me, I'm gonna go straight to the point that is always boiling me when I talk about Black Lives Matter and when I stick with my own issues. I stick with my own views. I stick with my own questions, never been answered by anyone. So maybe here through this podcast, people will answer me because I have no idea how this works. Okay, this is my. I've got two things here to put it straightforward that I don't understand. I don't like about Black Lives Matter as a movement is the people who go protesting, which means good to stand up, fight for your rights, fight against racism, which means I'm part of that. But what annoys me, what I don't understand, is that when you go home and we start shooting each other, and I'm talking about countries like South Africa and Chicago in America, these two cities, Johannesburg, Cape Town, and Chicago, sorry, look how bloody black people killing each other every day. It's unbelievable. So why is not put on that Black Lives Matter? Why is not in the part? Why can't we be part of the issue that we also to show our enemies that we're together? Stop killing each other. Stop, blaming the poverty and stuff like that. Why don't you kill the poverty by doing something good? Like, That's why I get angry. This is where I fall out with this movement, because I think, well, we can go on the whole day, someone arguing with me, because the movement is only focusing on the racism issues. Well, thank you. That's true. I understand that, but it, why? What makes a difference? You know, what I mean, like, I mean, like, I'm not saying the police should kill black people. I'm not saying, but I'm saying black people should not kill each other. That's the point. So I don't understand when the Black Lives Matter as a movement can acknowledge that. Talk to your fans, I don't know, your followers, the movement groups. Let them say before the demo is finished or whatever. The leader should speak out, say, guys, go home, stay peaceful, look after each other, be nice, be kind, educate them, teach them love, and stuff like that. But as soon as the protest finished, you go to Johannesburg or in Chicago. I don't have those numbers right now. I don't know, make this as an argument, but I can tell you that that day when George Floyd was killed and everybody was protesting, I can guess, I can bet you, in Johannesburg, Cape Town, Chicago, black people killed each other that day. There'll be more than hundreds. More than hundreds in that day, one night only. Combine these three cities in the world. You'll be surprised if I'm wrong, if I'm right, because that's why I think. So what's the point for me? That's why I'm arguing that people think maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about here. What I'm advocating here, guys, is I want peace between black communities. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything wrong here. I'm just saying, can't we just wake up and see that these people, what I mean, these people, I mean like racist people, right wings, they know how weak we are as blacks, and they know the tactics. They know that. And our little boys and girls, they don't see it. You know? If you see like in London, the way people stab each other in London, black people, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Like, why people don't stab each other? Why don't we ask ourselves that question? Oh, because of poverty, or because of that. Nonsense. I don't take that. That is not mine. I don't take that nonsense about poverty done this to me, or that's why I have to carry a knife. I have to go and kill someone. No. So, okay. Yeah, again, I know I crossed the line here, but the topic here was about football versus Black Lives Matter, which means I said earlier on, for me, I only understand Black Lives Matter right now, slowly. So that's why more people think like myself, or those who not understand, they still need more information. You know, I mean, there's nothing out there to actually encourage people to understand what Black Lives Matter means, the movement. Because some people are like, oh, all lives matter, this and that, but the movement is not doing right. Okay, they will tell, oh, Nico, we've got a website, we've got something online, you can go online and educate yourself. That's not the way the world works, my friends. If you want to deal with that kind of situation, you need to be active all the time. People need to see you. People want to hear you talking about the need of that movement. Not like, you know what I mean? You can't just pack things on the internet, say, oh, people go. Of course, if people were interested to know about the movement, they will go there. But we're trying to get these people who are stubborn, those people who are booing players, those are people who need to find a way how to get them to the side of Black Lives Matter. Something has to be done. You can't just say, oh, everything's on the internet now, you can go there, you can see it yourself. That's where it's not working properly. Do we need, it's like a political party to me. You need to have your people updated, you know what I mean, with what's going on, what's you know what I mean, what's the word called? It's called yeah, there's a word I'm trying to use here. It's a very important word, yeah. Yeah, what's the importance of this movement? You know what I mean? And what's the positive about it? People want to hear this every day. They want to hear it. They don't just wait until a police kills someone, then back on the street again. And from the street back to our communities and stabbing each other again and killing each other. It's just too much confusion, you know what I mean? So what I'm saying is they need to get that stuff right, story right, because it's not really effective as until someone get killed, and then yeah, it's a bit of active. I want to see them every day, not on the street, but some resources. They have to have something that people like the English fans, football fans who don't understand, to maybe hear these things, see them on television, have some channels, talk about these things, and go back to our communities as well. Let's talk about stop stabbing each other, stop killing each other, and stuff like that. Until our communities can be really peaceful together, there's no way we're going to end racism. Forget about it, because we are, as black people, I like to include myself, we are not together as the white people do. Someone will say, oh, white people also do crime, of course, but it's not as bad as us. And I don't know, I'm not saying poverty is good. Please don't get me wrong. I think we need to find a way of going around that word poverty, because you can't tell me that because of poverty we have to buy a knife, a gun to kill someone who's in poverty as well. It doesn't make sense, man. I don't get it. I don't buy that bullshit, man. I don't. I think that's just bad to say, oh, I'm going to buy a knife to stab someone because I'm in poverty. Oh, I'm going to carry a gun because I'm in poverty. The government don't do this. That is bad. That's nonsense. I don't buy it. I think there's a chance for us as communities to come together and stop crime by working together. I know I must sound naive, but I think there's very few people in England, in London, who can say, I slept without no food, but I went to stab somebody because I don't have food at home. I don't believe that. This is Europe, man. Even in Africa, it's not, even anywhere in the world, you're not supposed to kill anyone because you're in poverty. So until we can remove that mentality of using the government as an excuse for us not to solve our problems in our own, we will not go that far. That's the only point I'm making here, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that was Nico here from Siakuma Podcast. If you want to hear some more about this kind of topic, it's going to be coming up very live very soon. Just go to www.wetalkpodcast.co.uk and go to Anchor and listen to the full episode. Or if you want to come to the podcast yourself as a guest, and let's talk about these hot topics, because some of the stuff I talk about here is never been spoken because people are so scared to say things. Don't be scared to say Black Lives Matter. Don't be scared to say we need peace in our communities. That's all I can say right now, ladies and gentlemen. Keep on listening. Thank you.